On Sunday's installment of BBC Breakfast, hosts Roger Johnson and Nina Warhurst were informing viewers all about the broadcaster's current competition for 11 to 18-year-olds. However, after seeing a clip from last year's winner, Roger joked he'd move over for the budding star. During the breakfast show, Nina informed viewers that currently, aspiring journalists have the chance to get their stories heard as the BBC's Young Reporter competition returns. The competition, which is aimed towards 11–18-year-olds, allows youngsters to get their original stories heard which they believe the BBC should be highlighting. In the past, winners have covered issues such as sexism in sport, diversity in schools and farming. 2022 East of England winner Jess, a 17-year-old from Buckinghamshire, had her farming feature played on Sunday's installment of BBC Breakfast. After the teenager mapped out her hopes for farming in the future and detailed why more young people should get into the job sector, Nina and Roger were impressed with her presenting skills. Looking at her co-star, Nina commented, "Jess is an absolute natural, isn't she?" Joking that he was threatened by the teen's presenting skills, Roger replied, "Should I go? Move on?" Agreeing, Nina replied, "I know explaining more about the competition and how people can enter." Nina added, "I know I'm biased but it is the best job." Roger commented, "Yes, it is." During the short video, viewers saw Jess explain her passion for farming and how she got into the job at the age of around 13 to 14. After emailing local farmers in her area, one couple decided to take Jess on after being impressed by her enthusiasm. In the video, she said, "I think more young people should get into farming because it's more important now than ever to be finding sustainable farming practices. It's really important that farmers and scientists work together to find sustainable ways of farming so we can feed the UK from the UK. I think the average age of farmers would be a lot better if it was younger. It's just such a lovely lifestyle which I think a lot of people would really enjoy." Other past winners from the BBC Young Reporter competition include Rose's story on dyscalculia and the difficulty in navigating numbers, which were then featured on BBC News and the Access All podcast, and J. Paul's report about surrogacy with BBC Midlands Today. A statement on the BBC's website reads, "Entries should explain why you think that you're reporting the story or issue will bring a unique perspective to it. We also want to know how you would widen your report to look at the issues around the subject, not just your own experience of it. Don't forget, news stories do not have to be negative. Perhaps you have an uplifting story suggestion about you or someone you know who has brought a positive change to another person's life? Or maybe there is something inspiring happening in your local community you think other people would be interested to know about and so should be reported?" BBC Breakfast continues daily on BBC One from 6 a.m.